Hello, welcome back to Feng Shui Exposé. We are still at the topic of naming star for Xuan 6 method. Okay, the last episode I briefly showed you how we can assign both an early heaven number or a later heaven Gua number to the Gua that we plotted for the leading star. Okay, for the 24 mountain, the 32 Guas, or the two stars that we plotted for the 24 mountain. Okay, the thing is that you look at the original chart that I use is actually Sentian. Okay, Sentian. Sentian is actually early heaven. So what I have here is actually early heaven chart, and then the stars here is actually the stars is actually early heaven stars. Okay, and for 六法 or 六法 timeliness period, where I play around with this layer, is always the later heaven. Okay, it's always the later heaven. Reason why I use the early heaven here is because it's easier for me to depict the Yao changes and then what subsequent Gua changes to. This is easier to depict that. Okay, but for application, for most of the application when it comes to period star timeliness, we actually use the later heaven Gua. Okay, a later heaven stars, a later heaven number, and the later heaven numbers is in this diagram. Okay, there's two diagram here. Okay, this is most of the time if you look at most of the new farm materials, you see this diagram. So basically, this is after you plotted the stars and assigned the later heaven number there. Okay, so the thing is, in our earlier episodes when we talk about golden dragon, right? When we talk about golden dragon, right? We always emphasize that where the five lands is the indirect spirit. Okay, the five lands is the indirect spirit, and the opposite is the direct spirit, and it automatically gives us an impression that it's all about looking for where to place water. Okay, it's a very common assumption that water is well. All right, so this is a very common conception, but the thing is, this might create some sort of confusion. Why? Because when we apply the numbering into the linear star chart, right? This actually refers to the direct spirit stars. Okay, this is actually the direct spirit stars. You look at the next chart, right? You will realize that over here, 人is 8136. Sorry, 人 is 8, 子 is 1 and 6, 鬼 is 3. Okay, you look at here, right? Then you will see we have the same thing: 8, 1, 6, 3. Okay, and here this is written as sun, which is equals to mountain. Okay, the other one is actually soil, which is equals to water. All right, this is mountain, this is water. So as you see, right, the original numbers here is actually the mountain star, which also means you actually need to use this number to match direct spirit instead. Okay, now how does this come by? Since we have a mountain star and a water star, we know that the mountain star comes from flipping yao lah. Flip, 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 flip. Okay, one gua can flip 4 times and we get 4 other guas for 3 mountains. Okay, and then we assign Roshu. Okay, but how do we get and this is the mountain star, but how do we know that how to get the water star? Very simple. Okay, in 玄空六法, water and mountain is always 10 minus n. Okay, 10 minus n, like this one. Mountain star 8, 10 minus 8 is equal to 2 lor. Okay, mountain star is 1, then 10 minus 9 is equals to 9 lor. 10 minus 1 equals to 9 lor. 10 minus 6, 4. 10 minus 3 is 7. It's just as simple as that. Okay, so the idea is, how do you use this? Like we already know mountain star and water star has a different start and end period, and they're independent of each other. So depending on whether that mountain you see water or you see water or you see water or you see mountain, then you use whichever stars so as and when needed lah, the appropriate one. So if let's say for example you have mountain, then you use the mountain style. All right. So if your run here has a water, then you use the water style. Okay. So this is one part that I need to clarify first before we move further and dive into the real application of it in tandem with the periods and the golden dragon. Okay, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you.